What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another For the Love of Star Wars video. Today we're going to be doing another review for the Bad Batch, this time for episode 14, War-Mantle. Let's get right into the video. We start off on the planet Darrow with CC-5576, otherwise known as Captain Gregor, attempting to escape who we later find out is the Empire. Then, we join the Bad Batch, who after receiving a transmission from Captain Rex, are dispatched to assist in Gregor's escape. Though reluctant, it is Omega who initially reminds the team that helping those in need should always be more of a priority than getting paid. Once they have scoped out the base where Gregor is being held captive, Hunter and Tech again try to back out of the mission after it is discovered that the facility is crawling with clone commandos. This time it is Echo who reminds them of the duty they did for him on Skako Minor, in reference to the Bad Batch's first appearance in Season 7 of the Clone Wars. We also see Captain Gregor in Star Wars Rebels alongside Rex and Wolf. This is the first time we've seen Gregor in between those two periods in his life, so potentially the reason he could have defected from the Empire was due to some damage to his chip during the explosion he endured during his last appearance in the Clone Wars. His over-exaggerated voice also implies at least some amount of brain damage. Meanwhile on Kamino, we see Crosshair and Admiral Rampart discuss the mobilization of all remaining viable clones on the planet. Having played their part in the Empire's transition to power, the Kaminoans have come to the conclusion that they will be destroyed by their new leaders, and to ensure their survival, they must escape off-world. What does this mean for the other clones on Kamino and their role within the Empire? Is it possible that we will perhaps see a new clone uprising in canon? Comment down below if you happen to be one of the fans who has also dreamt of seeing this play out on screen for some time now. After Hunter, Tech, and Echo retrieve Gregor from his cell, Tech makes the fatal mistake of inserting a clone code into the now Imperial registry, raising an alarm. Shortly thereafter, they are ambushed by multiple squads of TK troopers led by clone commandos. During the escape, we see the vastly inferior combat performance of the new stormtroopers in comparison to the clone troopers who were bred only for war. Even so, their sheer numbers overcome our team. During the pickup from Wrecker and Omega, Hunter is unable to make it onto the ship and is surrounded and captured by the Empire. The odds are so stacked against them, he orders the rest of Clone Force 99 to leave him behind, and even after pleading from Omega, they still decide to flee. Back on Kamino, Rampart is caught on to the plans of the Kaminoans as Nala Se is caught while ordering medical workers off-world. Rampart ensures Nala Se's safety though, by telling her that the Empire has a use for a scientist. However, things aren't looking so fortunate for Kaminoan Prime Minister Lama Su, as he is discarded, left behind with two heavily armed troopers, potentially implying his execution. What use would the Empire have for such an advanced understanding of cloning from Nala Se? Perhaps this is an allude to the beginning of the trials of Palpatine's new grand plan. Now that Lord Sidious controls the galaxy, his only goal is to do so forever. So as we know in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, old Sheev has definitely had his fair share of cloning done since the Clone Wars. We close this episode with a powerful, long-awaited face-to-face encounter between Hunter and Crosshair. Will Crosshair use Hunter to try and hunt down the rest of Clone Force 99, or perhaps Hunter will help Crosshair in the removal of his chip, maybe resulting in the changing of allegiances yet again? That's not to mention the fact that Crosshair's inhibitor chip may have even been damaged in the previous encounter with the Bad Batch when he was burned by the Star Destroyer engine. That's going to wrap things up for us here this time, but thank you so much for checking out the video. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below letting us know what you thought of this week's episode. We're getting down to the wire here with only 2 more episodes left in Season 1. I, for one, cannot wait to see where they go with it, and hopefully next week's encounter with Crosshair will leave us on the edge of our seats. We'll be back bright and early on Friday morning with a review for episode 15, but until then, may the Force be with you.